everybody, it's Lonnie Ray with Pomeroy TV, and before we get into our action figure review, don't forget to subscribe to Pomeroy TV and hit that bell notification right next to it so that way when we post videos, you're the first to know. Today we're reviewing another Hasbro Marvel Legends. Over here we have the Netflix Punisher from the Netflix Daredevil series as part of the Man-Thing Build-A-Figure Wave. Man, what a great show Daredevil is. And if you haven't watched it, it's on Netflix. Go ahead and catch it now. I think they have the first and second season up, and then The Defenders just came out. So you definitely want to watch that so you can watch The Defenders. What did you guys think of The Defenders? Put your comments down below and let me know what you guys thought of that. In the box here, you get the Man-Thing arm there, and I believe that is the left arm. You also get it looks like an assault rifle there, and you get a pistol there. The Punisher is wearing his jacket, his coat there. It looks pretty cool. On the top, you get this really cool Punisher logo. There's Jon Bernthal as the Punisher, looking really cool there. He's doing the same thing on the other side. Here's what the back looks like. There's a read up right here. If you want to read that, go ahead and pause it now. And then here are all the other figures from the Build-A-Figure Man-Thing Wave. All right, so without further ado, let's go ahead and crack this thing open. All right, here he is out of the packaging and onto the stand, and there's a lot that I like about this figure, so let's just go ahead and jump right into it. When we talk about accessories, he has the assault rifle and he has the pistol, and then that is it. So here is a close-up of the assault rifle. Let me try to lighten that up. So yeah, that's what the assault rifle looks like, and it's not bad. I just wish there was a little bit more color on it so we can get a lot of that nice detail. But because there's not, it's just kind of, it is what it is, right? With the pistol, same thing. It's nice. There's just not a lot of detail on it. Yeah, so there's that. When we zoom in on his face here, you can see that has an amazing sculpt there. It looks just like Jon Bernthal, and he has a little bit of, he got beat up there. He got some bruises on his nose. He has this nice shading as his 5 o'clock shadow on his face there. It looks really good. But then what I notice here is that it looks like some of the paint got messed up. So like the sculpt for his hair actually kind of ends right there, but the line for where his hair is right above that. So it looks like they did a really nice thing trying to do that fade that he has, but you can still see some hair not painted in right there. Over here it looks like they did a better job of it for sure, but you can still see a little bit right there. See? Right there. Yeah, his ears look great too, by the way. If you're to open up his jacket here, you can see he has a nice Punisher logo on there. That's really cool. This jacket looks like it can come off, but then the arms are sculpted into the leather jacket. So you could take this off, but then he'll have baggy arms, and I think that'll look weird. So I feel like the jacket's going to stay on for me when I pose him. On the chest here, on where that skull is, you can see that it's sculpted to look like a bulletproof vest, and it has some a lot of detail there. A lot of this sculpt is just pure black, so I think the only paint that you see is that Punisher logo right there, and that's okay with me because the Punisher is just a really dark character anyway, so I think that that's kind of what you would expect from him. When you talk about articulation, his head looks down that far, it looks up that far, so pretty high up for the figure, just not very far down. He turns side to side, and he doesn't have much of a head pivot, but that's okay. So his arms go up that high, it goes out around. He has a bicep swivel. He has a double joint. No, he doesn't have a double joint. He has a single joint on the elbow, but it's still pretty good. You get about a 90-degree rotation with that. At his wrist, he has a hinge, which goes up and down like that and around, so you kind of get that roll of the dice motion. Okay, he doesn't have an ab crunch. He has a nice diaphragm joint there, which helps him go up pretty far back, go down pretty far forward, and I don't know if you guys can see that very well with his jacket, but he's crunching in there pretty nicely, and he goes side to side really nice. If you pose him too far back, you can kind of see a gap right there from the diaphragm joint, but that's okay. He has a nice hip swivel, and it sounded like it just ratcheted. You go on his legs, he kicks up that high, he goes back that far, thigh cut, double joint at the knee, no boot cut or anything like that, so his ankles go down like that, and of course you have some ankle pivot there. So all right, this is what it looks like when you put a gun into his hand. So here's the little pistol here, and his hands have that trigger figure ready for you. So when you port it in, it's super easy. It goes in like that, and then you just got to move that index finger so it goes into where the trigger goes. Just like that. Yeah, so you see it fits inside there really nicely. That's really cool. I really appreciate that. With the assault rifle, same deal. You put that in there, and I feel like this hand works better for the assault rifle. So yeah, just like that. I would have liked to see some more hands with him, or maybe another head sculpt, but the Punisher pretty much had this grimacing face throughout the whole series, so there's really not much more expression that you would get out of him, I guess. But maybe if we could see some fist hands or some slap hands or something like that, that would have been really nice, because he's such a combat technician inside the show that it would have been nice to kind of show some of that off if you're doing poses and other things like that. So but as far as inside the packaging, these two hands are all you get. All right, ladies and gentlemen, I hope you enjoyed this action figure review. If you did, please don't forget to subscribe to Pomeroy TV. Hit that bell notification so that way when we upload videos, you're the first to know. We're also on Instagram and Patreon. Links in the description down below. Please go ahead and give us a follow and see what we're doing on those, because we do a lot of extra stuff there. Get some extra photos and other things like that. Thanks for another great action figure review. We love you guys, and I'll see you next time.